I don't know if you can see, but yeah, during the night there was some more of icy rain or frost, I really don't know. So you can see on the road. But yeah, today actually here in Ljubljana we don't expect any snow, but in the east of Slovenia there will. So I think I can turn off the additional light. Yeah. And I just want to continue regarding, how the driving exam, or how you get the driving license here in Slovenia. So yeah, I forgot to mention another step, quite important. So before you actually can start practical driving lessons, so in the driving school, you must complete and pass, of course, complete medical check. So basically that means, your eyes, ears, other physiomotorical skills. Is that the word in English? Physiomotor. Basically, also, if I recall correctly, blood and urine, to check if you have any substances. But I think they also will check, for any possible diseases that you have and don't know. Like, but Lizzie, of course, some people cannot get driving, cannot pass the medical test for driving license. I don't know what Lisa is so looking. No, I don't see any doggos. And the red and the green. Red and the green. The green. So yeah. So basically, yeah, when you passed the medical exam, then you can start driving in the driving school. So usually they recommend to start taking lessons or to start the process when you are, 6 months shy of your 18th birthday. Lisa is just walking. But yeah, a couple of years after I have got my license, they changed the law regarding this. So, and now there are a couple more options, or requirements. So the first option that they put in the law is that you can already start driving at 16 under supervision of I think it must be a close relative with good standing regarding driving, e.g. Valid driving license. So when you are 16 you can actually start the driving. I think you don't even have to go to school before, but yeah, you can already start driving. And of course your car has to be, the car that you are using as a young driver has to be additionally insured. And there is Nar. Okay, let's stop at this point and we will continue on later. Okay, a bit long meeting with Nar, and now we continue on. So yeah, as I was saying, now you can already start driving at 16, or I think that you have to pass theory at the driving school before you can start. I haven't, looked at this because, didn't concern me. So yeah, and then of course, once again, when you are 17, 18, you can then take, start real driving school. So basically now they have provided opportunity to get, additional experience behind the wheel. So yeah. But in my case, and let's say already now, the new legislation, so when you pass the driving exam, you are a young driver officially. And I think in my days it was also 3 years. So basically for 3 years your driving record had to be basically spotless. So of course you could if you have done smaller infractions in the regarding driving, like double parked, going 5 kilometers over the limit, of course you will still get the points. But as a young driver, if you have done major offenses, or they have you caught with alcohol in the blood while you are driving, it's automatical dismissal, removal, revoke. They automatically revoke your license. Okay, turn on the light, let there be light, and there was a light. So yeah, and usually in that case they also then give you judicial punishment, which prevents you, of course, with taking away your license. They also provisional license, let's say young driver's license. They also usually sentence you, for some prohibition of how much time has to pass before you can take driving exam once over. And I'm not really sure if you have to complete everything from A to Z, or I think that you have to all the theories, all the practical tests. So yeah, and I also forgot something. There was also a practical test in the driving school, and I cannot remember when. So basically, instructor, a second instructor, or in my case it was the head of the school, who was also instructor, she came along for our driving lesson, and so she let's say administered the test, and I don't remember when. It was somewhere in the middle, and it was basically, once again, pass, no pass, you have to pass to proceed on, and it was something related, I don't know. I really cannot remember now at which stage and what followed then. So yeah, oh, it's quite cold. Oh, what a grainy photo video. You can hear how cold it is by the crunching leaves with the sprinkle of icy snow, well, icy rain. Too early to think. So, and now the young drivers, after they already got their license, they need, so their provisional license, 3 years, the 3-year one license, then now they have to complete another test. I think they have 6 months since getting the provisional license. And oops, little bit slippery here. And now it's basically another practical exam of safe driving. So basically, there are several, what would be the English word? Polygon, no, driving circuits with, several stations regarding driving in different, usually weather conditions, when there is ice on the road, where it's slippery, when there, it's raining, and so forth. So they have on this circuit, they have different stations, and of course, you have to complete. Basically, at first there is a lecture regarding safe driving in different conditions. Oh, you can see here how much icy rain there was, or frosting. It looks more of icy rain. So yeah, first you have lectures regarding safe driving in different conditions. Then you have to pass the test, and then you have a practical runs, practical driving basically, and then you have to pass the final test, of course, once again driving. And this new thing is basically 1 day event, whole day event. Usually they are done Saturdays when people have time. Plus that also affects your insurance. When young driver has completed this practical exam, their insurance goes down. So, and that's it. I think I have covered everything regarding driving now, and I have to end because my fingers are freezing.